Swift Current Broncos head coach Devin Pratt joins us now as we preview the Broncos season. Hey, first of all, as we speak right now, Devin, we're plus minus a week away from the start of the regular season. How's everybody feeling? What's the mood like in Swift Current? I imagine there's a real sense of anticipation, a real sense of excitement from your charges.
Yeah, certainly. There's lots of excitement around the rink and in the community for our group. I think our guys did a great job of competing night in and night out last year, and we're looking to kind of carry that mentality forward with just the maturation of our group, everyone being a year older, and guys had a great summer, put in a lot of work, and a little unique ending to last year for us, our last game being Friday night, and then kind of having to sit and wait and see what happened over the weekend. And we got together and practiced as a group Saturday, and we're officially eliminated. And Sunday, 7 guys took off for the U18. So we never really had closure, and it kind of led to a mentality of just guys really eager to get back in town, get back to work, and try to complete a job that we were unable to attain last year.
Tell you what, speaking with some of your guys following the NHL draft, speaking with Matt Ward earlier this week as well, I get the sense there's a real sense of unfinished business and of determination maybe within your group as well when it comes to the new season.
Yeah, exactly. I think the way things ended really leads to that. We were a motivated group to try and make the playoffs last year, and we fell short of that. And then just not being able to kind of put a bow on things and come in for a season-ending meeting as a group and get together. It just, those guys leaving right away left just a little pit in your stomach of, a void, something that we want to fill and something that we want to accomplish and take that momentum from last year forward here. So extremely proud of our guys and the work they put in this summer, and we're excited to get back in the rink here.
When you look at your group as a whole, what would you maybe identify as some of the strengths, some of the areas of your roster that you're most excited to work with come opening night?
Yeah, you know what? I think we have depth up and down the lineup here. Just as everyone's got a year older, the experience they had playing in the league last year, we're going to have the ability to play with pace. We're going to play a fast brand of hockey. And again, I think that speaks to our depth up and down the lineup, both in forward and D. And then strong goaltending. We got combined 13 feet of goaltenders in there. So we're excited for those guys to hold down the fort for us as well.
A combined 13 feet and a couple of NHL drafted guys as well. Speaking again, I mentioned a conversation with Matt Ward. He's kind of mentioning that that's a bit of a luxury that you don't necessarily get every year in the Western Hockey League. But, from your perspective, how has Gage settled in and since coming over from Winnipeg, and how is the partnership between himself and Reed Dick working out?
Yeah, most importantly, both of them are great people. So they support each other. They're here for the right reasons. They're here for the Broncos and to try and help the team win in and night out. Both guys have had great work ethic. Gage has fit in extremely well with our group and brings some leadership to the table. He comes from an environment in Winnipeg last year where, they were a team to beat and a first place team throughout the season. So we have some lessons that he's going to be able to hand down to our guys in our room and just on the mindset and what it takes to be that team night in and night out. And extremely pleased with the way both guys are competing in the net and excited for what they'll do for us here this year.
It was a busy summer for the Broncos organization. You have 5 players selected in the NHL draft, including Owen Pickering, who goes 21st overall to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Your starting goaltender from last year signs a professional contract as well. Just in general terms, give me a sense of what that means to this organization and to have that kind of success at an NHL draft and to be able to move guys on to the next level.
Yeah, I think it's important just that guys understand that no matter where you're playing in the league, if you're consistent and you put a good effort in and night out, there's going to be eyes on you. And with our group last year, we were a younger team with a lot of 17-year-old draft eligible guys playing some key roles and minutes for us. So night in, night out, as I say, there was tons of scouts in the building watching us. And I think a lot of guys benefited from that and finding the consistency in their game, really embracing those opportunities, doing a great job. And it's an exciting time to be a Bronco, to be here and in the rink. I'm really excited for what these guys are going to bring back. I know last year we had Sam McGinley go off to an NHL camp, and he came back with just some mindset and lessons as well and things that he picked up. And now we take that 7-fold and we're sending 7 guys off from the dressing room and just what they're going to be able to bring back from their experience, the little things that they pick up that they're going to be able to hand down to our group. We're really excited about that.
Let's talk about yourself too, Devin. I mean, this is your second season in Swift Current. Last year was, there was a bit of turnover. Let's not mince words here with respect to the positions behind the bench, and you took over and helped lead the Broncos young group close to the playoffs. And certainly now as year two begins, it certainly had to have been a bit of a different approach with respect to preparation for you. But, what are some of the things that you're looking at differently as you enter year two in Swift Current and now a first full season as head coach?
Yeah, I think the off season was a great opportunity to sit back and reflect. Last year was a lot of just learning on the fly, a little bit of baptism by fire, picking up some tendencies around the league, adjusting to the major junior level, and then working with our guys and trying to keep the team on the rails throughout the season and motivated. And there's little lessons along the way. I think I was pretty overeager to try and get those first wins, even just for myself early. And you realize that 68 games, it's hard to maintain that high energy and presence throughout. And really fortunate to have the off season here to plan, put things together, and really set a foundation throughout our training camp. And we're excited about the process that we've established here and what we've started. So it's a year of growth for everybody. The guys now know what to expect from me, our daily habits, the expectations that I put on the group, and what I like to see. And I'm very fortunate to have a fine group of young men here who buy in, believe in me, I believe in them, and it's a mutual respect we have with each other. My job is to serve them and to give them the best opportunities at success and within the team confines, right? And playing the team structure and doing what's best for the team every step along the way. So really excited about the opportunity I have in front of me here, and grateful, that Chad believes in me as a GM as well. And he does a great job. It was a great training camp, having both the 06s and the 07s here on the ice, lots of talent, and the future looks bright here in Swift Current.
You guys had the luxury of having 2 first-round picks in that 06, the 2021 WHL prospects draft. And we saw a little bit of Josh Fluker and Clark Caswell toward the end of last season. And, both were certainly caught our eyes. And I mean, for those who haven't seen those 2 kids play, stepping into your lineup, what are some of the things that make them tick, and some of the things that you're excited to work with respect to their skill set?
Yeah, both guys are able to play with pace. They're able to skate at the level and make plays with speed. And that's something that we noticed right away with both Josh and Clark. They got great practice habits. They're motivated. They want to be great. And when you get into those top 10 picks, you got to have those game-changing abilities. And we've seen that with both their guys. I'm sure throughout the course of the season, there'll be some growing pains along the way, but very, very happy with what the work they've done and the progression they've shown over the summer to jump into their 16-year-old year here and make an impact.
My last one for you, Devin, as we look ahead to the start of the regular season, again, we touch on optimism. We touch on, just the fact that you're returning a strong core and guys that kind of have experienced success over the off season. How anxious, eager, excited are you guys to kind of test your mettle against the Central Division this year?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think everyone has an excitement this time of year within their own camps. And then when you get into the preseason and into the live bullets, you got to reflect a little bit on your needs and where you're at. But as a group, we feel really comfortable and confident that we have a strong foundation in here. We're eager to get to work. It's going to be taking it one day at a time. We're not going to look past anybody. You got to respect in this league. Anyone can win any night, and you got to show up with your A game. So for us, we're going to take it one day at a time. We have a goal of, pushing this franchise one step closer to our championship. And, it starts with our nightly habits and establishing our process. So we'll take it one day at a time and reflect kind of throughout the season of where we're at and what we need to address and what's going to make us tick and make us successful. But again, I can't give enough credit to the guys and the work they've put in, and then just within the community, there's a ton of excitement for our group. And it just comes back to the energy and the work ethic they played with last year. There was a lot of games that no matter what the score was, we played the full 60, and we'll look to carry that forward into the season here.